All right, everybody, next day. It's late in the day too, and yeah, that last video I told you guys I was gonna get all this stuff done, and I did not pull any more copper windings. I still got those 5 over there to do before we get the final weight. The scrap in the car is still in there from last Wednesday. I've just been busy running around doing a bunch of other things that need to be done, important things. And well, I'm actually obligated to go do something right now too, so we have to unload that scrap out of that car. We're gonna throw it right in our roller buggy right here, and I got to pack up and move along. Tonight is Friday, isn't it? Friday? Yeah, it's Friday. We got to go out tonight and pick up scrap. I got a couple of hot leads on somewhere where I might be able to get a bunch of cat wire. We'll see what happens though. I got my hopes high for that one. But anyways, let's get the car over here and get it unloaded. Mason, come on. Come on. The car's been running really funny lately again. It's been, I think it's missing. It's missing again. I'm gonna get some gloves. We're gonna load this bug up. And that'll be our last Wednesday load, which wasn't a really too much of a big haul, really. But I did get some stuff, so that was nice. Get these gloves on. I need some new gloves. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna pop the trunk too so we get this quick. I got some chocolates in there that's probably all melted. Alright. We got a stainless steel sink. Some wires. There's a transformer right there on the end of it. A little bit of copper. Got some aluminum. A motor. And I think that's literally it. Got a DVD player, LG. Some random loose wires, machine wires, and looks like phone cord wire, crap like that. Yeah. We got chocolate. Oh, not trying to make too big of a mess, but this is basically a box of little bus bar chunks and whatnot from, I'm assuming, big breaker switches. They threw them all in there. It's like they tore it all apart and then threw all the brass away or something. It's kind of weird, if you ask me. Random stuff, brass chunks, little welding lead, clamp. Oh! It's all good. We'll probably fill the buggy, maybe. Yeah, the X has her bathroom leaking through the floor into the basement. I gotta go scout that out and figure out what's going on. I think it's the toilet. It probably needs a wax ring. That's my guess. So that's what I got going on before I am able to go out tonight. And this is more chocolate right there. And here. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Jump over on this other side here. Get this bag up in there. Bunch of wires. I think there's even a battery in there. This is like a welding lead. Pretty sweet. That's always good stuff. Got some breakers. Stainless steel mug. We got this weird Makita strap thing. We got 2 of those. Don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but we'll look at them. We'll look at it. You know, some security cameras, chunk of brass, coffee mug. All right, and I think that is it for the scraps, which is not bad. I got 3 bags in here. That's perfect for tonight. Hopefully I get some goodies. We'll see what happens. Some garbage. All right. So we got a buggy's worth and some chocolate. And that stuff right there. Okay. Let's get this gone. Oh man, it was trash day too, and I didn't throw those out. Boo! That sucks. That's what I was forgetting. I even thought about it more than twice. I'm like, what else do I have to throw away? And well, all that should have gone. But no. Whoops. Yeah, I apologize for saying I was going to get to the scrapyard and do all this other stuff today. The 18-year-old me told me I could do it. And then reality kicked in and it said, well, yeah, busy. But let's get this bug put back in its spot. There's our next batch of scraps. All right. We're going to have to do a tin shred run here soon too. Not like right now, obviously, but let's get this chocolate and throw it inside. So I got my next video exporting about the new blade and the wire puller. I found out a good technique and it's working great. I'm very happy for that. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna grab my tools and we gotta head out, man. Everybody have a wonderful evening. I am going out to the concrete jungle. Okay, this is Merchant and Mason Boy. All right, we'll see y'all out there tonight. We just might have a scrap metal bonanza here. It's possible. I'm hoping to see a bunch of wires somewhere. It's not in this one. Let's keep looking. We got another one right here. That is concrete. This is like a humongo building. and it looks like they're tearing into rooms, office rooms and stuff. So I'm very curious as to what is going on, you know. There's a lot of roll-offs. Check it out. Nothing. Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 roll-offs here. Of course I'm gonna look in them. Last one. Well, this one looks like it could be a recycling dumpster. Yeah, it is. It's all steel. Throw the wires in the other one for me, please. They're still in early stages of this demo, whatever they're doing, so maybe there's more around the corner, who knows. Looks like there is. That's a garbage dumpster right there. Oh yeah, tearing into all this. Yeah, there's wire. There's also wire inside of that thing too. But I don't think I'll take the one that's got wire in it right there. I don't want to get in trouble, because that looks like they're saving it, but I see all kinds of wires inside of the red dumpster right there. And that is garbage dumpster. They're not doing very good at throwing or shaving the wires, or whatever you want to call it. We're gonna look in there though. Throw out whatever we can throw out. Yeah, there's all kinds of wires in here, dude. Look at that. Holy, look at all that wire. Yeah, let's grab this stuff for sure. This is essentially mixed with garbage. Yeah, it is too. I see lumber and wood and all that crap. This is machine wire, bro. Holy crap. We got a lot of wire. There's people working here at this building, so I'm trying to keep cool. Alright, let's start tossing it out. Let's do it. One more. We're outie. Dude, this wasn't even a spot that I knew of. I just seen it and pulled in. Good deal. Alright. Come on, let's keep going. Get the stuff in the car. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I see some wire in this one here. This definitely looks like a renovation dumpster. What is this stuff? Huh. Okay. I see that wire. I wonder how much of that's in here. Lights. Holy crap. Okay, we'll take the whole thing on that, I guess. Insulation. Nice, it's the fun itchy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Take it. I think that's it for sure. Thank you for the offering. I appreciate that. That's all tin shred. I think there's wood inside that stuff. So, all right, we're out of here. I'm gonna throw that in the car and away we go. Thank you again. Okay, let's go find some more now. Same spot, different dumpster. I find some cat wire. Look at this. There's cat 6 in here. Probably not a whole lot. Doesn't look like it. So we'll just do this. Hopefully it's not like a mile's worth in there. That took too long. There's another box over there too. More cat wire. Yeah. There it goes. More cat wire. Goody goody. Thank you much. Alright, check this one. What do we got? Well, we'll start with that box. There's some brass and copper right there. Better than nothing. We got a good little box. Not too bad. We gotta keep moving. Okay, I found some more copper contact stuffs. See that? That's 2 big chunks of copper. It's too bad it's coming with that, but it is what it is. Well, this is dirty, nasty stuff though. It's mainly just like the guts of breakers. But every now and then I'm finding a nice chunk of copper. I don't know what to think of it. See, there's a chunk right there. There's a piece, there's a piece. I'm good here. No more of that. Those are good if there's like a pile of them on top. I don't feel like digging through that dust bowl no more. That kind of sucked. Nothing. Not a single thing. Well, there's a little bit right here. Little bit here. No? Okay. I think that's a piece of aluminum right there under here. Yeah. Is that what that is? Yeah, it's aluminum. Nice. Here. beautiful. Okay, we're getting some. It's just buried. I'm happy to pick what I can pick. That's nice. Here's another piece of wire right here, this track. Those have good wire on them. I see wires back there and a lot of studs. Yeah, I'm seeing some wires. They're in the studs. I'll grab what I can grab, I guess. Throw them all in the back corner here, probably. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. I don't want to travel back through here. Let's throw it up and over. What a bunch of studs. Jeez. Bullshit. Get what's easy. I'm not struggling for it. I got many other places to go check. Wires. Going much deeper than that. Aye. Unless I see a bunch of wire, like a ton of it. in the car. Nice. Get our wires. This piece of aluminum. That's some good weight right there, man. Nice. Beautiful. Get those in. We're gonna have a whole back seat full of wire with the way it's going tonight. Look at the little tiny wires. Won't you just look at that? Little tiny wires. We'll try to take them. Okay. Now what do we got going on in here? What is this? Little vase, piece of wire, got some cast aluminum death spike rolling thingy. I don't know. Hot glue guns. Okay. I'll take them. Got a battery down there. It's a big old battery. Another big old battery. School stuff. This is the weirdest box I've ran into in a little while here. Just random tchotchkes. Huh. Permanent marker, a whole box. There's another battery. No wonder it weighed a bunch, or it felt heavy. What the heck was that? Okay, some weird stuff here. Okay. What is this? Oh wow, some really nice hinges for my fence, for the gate. I can finally finish it. I have hinges now. Heck yeah. Wow, definitely good. Bunch of permanent markers. Those are always nice to have. Yeah. And what else we got going on in here? Another battery. Wow. I see wires over there, so there's a good chance I'll find some stuffs. Possibly. There's a bunch of cat wire right here, which is awesome. The heck is that? Probably magnetic. Definitely. I ain't got nothing against magnetic stuff. Here's more wire. I'd rather grab carfuls of wire if I can. Awesome. Gotcha. Well, I'm in a halfway decent spot. It looks like I just pulled a little bit of wire, a little bit of copper right here. Look at that. That's all good stuff right there. We got a bucket right here to use. That's even better. Oh, I see. These are big buckets too. Holy smokes. There's another roll-off over here in this right here at this building that we're gonna want to look at too. Some aluminum. Stainless steel right here. A little bit more cat wire. That's copper. This whole thing's copper. Look at that. Heck yeah. What's up? Nice. Maybe I should dig through this a little bit. That's a good bit. Stainless steel. It's nice. Stainless steel. Sweet, dude. That's a good little bucket. Ha ha. Wow. There's a bunch of copper in there, in with the wood and the other crap. We're gonna grab that stuff. Hell yeah. And machine wire. Look at this machine wire. But look at all that freaking copper. There's a bunch of it. Yes! Yes, baby. There is some freaking... There is some metal in here. And they got all this wood in here too. If they're throwing out copper like this, dude. And they're gonna throw everything out. Good score. Yeah, there's a bunch of it. Underneath all this, all that pipe is all copper. That's all copper there too. Oh. Amazing. Look, there's another big old piece right here. Hell yeah. Uh-oh. Low light. Sorry, guys. I think I need to grab my freaking clips and then hop up in here with a bag. That's what we're gonna do. Make this easy. We'll be right back. All right, everybody. We are here to get the wire and the copper. Good deal. That's all copper. Dude, nice. Yes. Yes. Thank God. Yeah, there's night shift people working over there right now. Sort of. Yeah. Right across the way. This place is being remodeled, obviously. Definitely be keeping an eye on this place. This big ass steel beam. This is some good scrap metal, but I can't take it, unfortunately. Beauty. How about these? Beauty. Beautiful. This has got to be 60, 70 pounds of copper. That is amazing. For me, okay. Yeah. I need it bad. I need it. I think that was all of it. That's awesome, dude. Awesome. Batteries. I found a couple batteries. That's good, you know? All right. Huh. Straps up in here a little bit. Oh, hair clippers. Eesh. What else is in here? What the heck? Pod cartridge. Huh. Oh. Oh, this is vape stuff. That's what this stuff is. It's vape stuff. Huh. That's a vape. This is a vape. That's a vape. Hey, I think I got everything I need for vaping right here. How cool. That's a vape. Wow. Cool. Okay. Throw all this in the car. See how all that works out. What's this vape? Pineapple. It says it's pineapple and it's brand new. Let's check it out. Let's look in there and let's look at it. Oh yeah, it's brand new in the package. It smells like pineapple. Oh, they do work. I got a free vapes. This one works. Yeah, pineapple tastes like crap. Alright. Checka. Let's see if there's anything good here tonight. Anything. Anything at all. Nope. Nope. Bag of concrete. Oh my god, there's like multiple bags of concrete. Oh, it's an LED light. Oh. Okay. No, there's just too much to go through. I ain't playing with bags of concrete. No. I would take that LED light. Copper. And copper. Oh. Give me that. Give me. Yeah. Good job. Yuck. Okay. That was it. 2 pieces of copper. Hi. You're cute. I'm just saying. Okay. I gave you a slice of pizza right there. You can eat it if you want. Yeah. Okay. This is the weirdest LED light that I've ever seen. I don't understand it. But I don't think there's a whole lot here today. Besides maybe some light wires right here, you know? We'll take the light wires. The heck are those? Huh. Drivers or ballast or something on the end of those? I don't know. There's one. There's another. And there's another. If I can reach it. Gotcha. But that's it. Alright, that's it. Still got a little wire. Got some lights. Little box. Not bad. Get the non-ferrous goodies. Yeah. Beautiful. See a bit of wires. I know I said I was just gonna go home, but not if there's wires. Cast aluminum. That was it. No, I was totally wrong. Look at all that wire. Alrighty. It's got a nice little box full. Better than nothing. Ah! Beautiful. So there's a couple of weird things right here. I don't know what they are. What is this? What is that? Oh, it's just a cooler. I don't want it. What is this? Oh, they're dispensers of some sort. There's more of them. This is all crap. Okay. Crap. Oh, I found some wire. Not much. Little bit. It sure got misty out, or foggy, or whatever you want to call this. Good afternoon, YouTube. It is the next day, just after our dive, you know. It's like 3 o'clock right now. And yeah, I just woke up about an hour ago, and I was able to upload my last video of saw cutting and processing those skater motors. I hope you guys enjoyed it. YouTube feedback says it's a good video, so that is good. We're gonna do a scrap recap and get the car unloaded. We gotta get a few things out of the way over here, like that little pile of copper, that box and dolly. I need to fit the concrete buggy through here, and we're just going to use that, since it's empty right now, to load the car up. And we're just going to drive it over there. We're just going to drive it over there, okay? Yeah? Okay. Alright. We got to clean this copper up just a bit. There's some steel in there from saw cutting, so we're just gonna do that a few times and get the steel out of there. I was reading through the comments briefly, and someone was asking if this stuff is Bear Bright. It's not Bear Bright. It's got this like I don't know how you'd even call it. It's like a fiber style frickin' like glaze, maybe that's the word. Like, it's got this weird shellac stuff on it. It's not even quite, it's not insulation or anything. I don't. The only thing I could think of is somebody was saying that these are electric hub motors to e-vehicles. Well, I imagine this stuff here is put on because it has to stay weather tight. You can't have corroding car hub motors, and I'm thinking that's why they put that type of stuff on there. Because if it wasn't for that reason, I would imagine it would have been just Bear Bright and been perfect to recycle as is. But you know, it is what it is. I had thoughts about burning it off of there, since it's not like a wire insulation. It's not like a rubber plastic. It's like this fibrous glaze, I guess you could say. Maybe, I mean, like it was dipped. It's like it was dipped in something, and I don't think it would emit a lot of smoke just to burn that stuff off of there. Because this, like I said, guys, it's not like plastic or rubber wire, you know. It's just this little, like, it's like a dipping layer of schmutz that's on there, and that's keeping me from probably getting a better price. As this stuff sits right here, I'm pretty sure they're going to try to classify it as number 3 copper. If I can get number 2 copper and get a little bit extra out of it, then I would consider cooking this a little bit and see how that goes. Because it's not insulation. It's like, It's like a protection precaution for wet weather and moisture and stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking. But anyways, that stuff looks pretty clean. Get that stuff off of there. Yeah. Okay. So now I think we can just get it in here now with all the others. I think I just seen a piece of steel in here too. What the heck? Try my best to keep that stuff out of there. See, that's not copper. All right. We still got 5 more of these to pull. That's a good bit of weight right there. All right. Ooh, that's got some good weight. That's got to be at least 35 pounds of it right there. All right, and we can still reuse this bag too. Well, we got a lot of work to catch up on here, man. It's starting to look like a lot of scattered scraps, and I don't like that. But I have just been busy lately trying to get everything, all my ducks in a row, and not just in the scrap world, but everything, life in general. So wow, that's pretty crazy. Some of those steel plates off the motor shot into this box and stuck right into the cardboard. See that? It must have flew out of there going like Mach 1. Oh wow, yeah, you can see that. Like, there's copper in the box, or attached to the box now. Yeah, that's why I got a box set behind me, so stuff doesn't go flying. And you guys seen me standing way off to the side while I was running the saw. That's very important to do, because this type of winding takes off flying. Just behind me and then to the side a little bit, like where the camera was in that last video. You guys seen copper kind of flying toward the camera. That's about as far as it went though. That was impressive, and it didn't take too long to clean up. But gotta get that tin shred right there, right? I got plenty of cardboard and stuff to burn right here too, so that's just more reason to try to clean these windings up. Yeah, it's like a dipping. It was dipped. This is dipped, and I guarantee you that's how they did those coils too. It's not wrapped, it's dipped. Yeah. But we got to take the copper and get it the heck out of the way. We might as well just stick it in here with all the others. And I'm gonna get the buggy through here, and we're gonna go unload that car. Oh, I need a dolly for that. That's like this is 89 or 86 or 89 pounds in this one box. And then we got a bunch over here from processing that in that last video. I wanted to take my time on this motor pulling video, guys, because really ever since I invented this tool, I haven't used it as much as I thought I would. And it just kind of sat around. I mean, this is This is basically designed to just slide out, take the tire, throw it on the workstation. This invention of mine isn't all that heavy. It's just about the weight of a tire plus 20 pounds of steel and these steel bars. Couple ratchet straps, self-tightening style ratchet straps, and that's it, you know. So yeah, back to what we were doing. Buggy. Let's go get the buggy. We want to scrap this stainless steel tank. I'm sick of looking at it. But let's get the buggy and go, you know, get the stuff. Glad to see you guys made it.
Yeah, you're pointing at the car-ish.
Alright. Unloading the car now, okay. First up, we have an LED light fixture. That was the only thing I found in that one dumpster. Okay. We've got here some cast aluminum lights off of somebody's house, a couple pieces of brass, and whatever that thing is down there. Hey, I just had to take a quick break. We're back. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, we were getting ready to unload, and I forgot that I shoved this big piece of extruded aluminum straight through the trunk in. I think we need to unshish kebab this wire before we do anything. So that means we're going to start off here in this trunk where I found this absolutely golden stash of copper pipe. Beautiful stuff right here. I was very happy to find that much. You guys hear it all? There's a little bit of machine wire in the bottom too, but it's all good stuff. Look at that. Whoo-wee. That's all copper. I'll be able to clean that up and get some good number 1 and number 2 out of it. So we'll put that there like that. We're gonna pull that piece of extrusion out too. Now, let's just say I didn't get a ton of items, but I got some really good ones, which pays off just as good in my book. But yeah, this is like a piece of extruded aluminum door, pretty much. I think that's really it for the trunk, besides this last little piece of aluminum. Yeah. And then we're going to start pulling out all this wire. This is basically all wire here, besides maybe a couple of car batteries, not car batteries, but mobility scooter batteries. My camera crapped out when I got there, but there was a mobility scooter and it had batteries. So you know what I did? I took them. This right here, okay, I found door hinges, kind of like the same ones that I have. on my fence over here. And I needed one more. I got 2 now. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna throw them right here because that's essentially where I'll be putting it on. And then I can call the inspector guy and said that I finally finished my fence. Oh. I knew I'd come across another door hinge. I just didn't want to go out and buy it. These are a box of brand new permanent black markers. I thought that was cool. They're good ones too. All right, it's wire time. And I think I grabbed some cans as well. You know, somebody else said in the comments too about why I'm not grabbing the cans, and you know what? I don't have any good explanation for that, to be honest with you guys. I should be grabbing them because they're 10 cents a piece. It's either a 10-cent pop can or a pound of steel, right? Or maybe even 2 pounds of steel now with the way prices are on steel. I actually haven't been keeping current on that. Can you guys tell me what steel prices are going for in your area? There's some brass. And then here's some wire. I know it may not look like a whole lot coming out of the car today, but I assure you it's all very, very good non-ferrous stuff. Sometimes I don't have to fill the car up all the way to get a good payday. It just depends on what I'm getting, what I'm coming across, what I choose to load. Yep. There was another guy in the comments, he said, why don't you just get like a 1500 pickup and pick up scrap with that? I mean, I can, but A, I have a truck. B, my issue is that I'm strapped for time and I'm preparing to travel south, and I don't want to wear myself down loading pennies on the pound. If it's going to be anything, it's going to be non-ferrous scrap, because that's what's going to project me south this year, is good scrap. And I'd rather not waste time picking up scrap that only pays pennies, because I don't have the time to do it and record it and upload videos on that. I have to keep up with non-ferrous materials or not travel south this year. It's one or the other, and I definitely don't plan on sticking around here to freeze to death, and you know. So, yeah, those are some reasons why I only pick non-ferrous goods. I'm not saying that I don't pick up steel. I'm saying if I find a good load of steel, like 2 or 3 tons in one spot, and I can go pick it up, I'll go get it. Because then I'll know at least it's you know, maybe a $300 or $400 day. That'd be ideal. But to drive around over 150 miles per time I go out picking, because I do drive a lot, it's not feasible. I would spend so much money in fuel to where I think it would trump the money that I'm trying to make off of tin shred. Pretty much. But anyways, yeah, let's keep going. Bunch of cat wire right here. I need to this evening, if I have time, or maybe tomorrow evening, I like going on golf cart rides with my Mason boy, so he can go run around and have a good time and play outside. And then I stay on the golf cart reading comments off my phone and recording it, and I can upload it that way, so you guys can see your question being answered face to face. I like that idea. Somebody else in the comments said they like that idea too. Yeah. Alrighty, let's keep going. Ooh. I found found some refreshing sports drinks. We got lemonade, blue raspberry, orange, red, whatever red is. I'm assuming fruit punch or cherry or something. Got some copper and brass goodies right here. Couple chunkies of copper here. Beauty. We found a stainless steel handrail. As you guys can see, I collected these for a reason. I have 6 of these on my front walls of my trailer. See those? They're nice to have. This one's bent though. I'm scrapping this one. I'm not gonna unbend it. No. But let's keep grabbing. Let's get this box over here since I already tipped it over. So I got some more LED lights right here. These are weird ones. I've never ever seen these before. Has anybody seen these kind? It's just got a standard socket too, and it looks like it just screws up into a normal socket. Gosh, that's gotta be a bright thing right there. I don't want them. Excuse me. Alright, let's keep loading the wires. This is basically a lot of machine wire I'm pulling out now. I'm gonna make it easier on me so I'm not pulling. I got wire cutters here for a reason. Cable cutters. I'm doing everything I can to not wear myself down as much because I got a lot to do before I leave. There's some hair clippers. Got some hair clippers on board. Oh, got some breaker stuff here. Good wires, man. I am very happy for this now. Okay, let's cut right here. All right, another few good armfuls, and I think we'll have it. Did it burr. Can you imagine all this was on its way to a frickin' landfill? I mean, I could imagine it, as you can see. That is one good buggy full, I gotta tell you right there. I wish I can find it just like this every time. That would be amazing. But I am proud and happy to say that this has been rescued by Merchant Metals. And hopefully be able to find stuff like this all across the country. That'd be nice. I found this cute little pair of snipper clipper pinchers. Me. Me. Yeah. Okay. Alright, anything else? That's it for the car. It looks like I gotta start scrapping these wires off of the car here. This ain't doing anything. Oh, that ain't doing anything now. Maybe I can scrap this one. Is this one important? That's wiring harness. That's $1 a pound right there. Alright. Enough joking around. Let's pick up these wires in the driveway. And then I plan on parking the buggy. I'm gonna go grab me a shower and go enjoy the rest of my Saturday. That I had a little bit of sleep. I kind of feel like I'm in a good mood. I just feel like I want a nice cold shower though. And that would be perfect. That would be a happily ever after for me today, okay? Alright. That's a load. If I had to take a total guess of what is in this buggy in value, I'd probably say last night was in between maybe a $300 to $450 night, which is pretty average if you're hunting non-ferrous and you know where to get it. So that's why I do it. You know, this is probably 2, maybe 300 pounds of non-ferrous goods in this basket right now. I would rather load 200-300 pounds instead of 2,000 or 3,000 pounds to get paid the same or even less. I know it would make my dumpster dive videos a lot cooler, grabbing everything, but there's feasible reasons why I don't. I'm a different type of scrapper, okay? I'm a go-getter, literally, okay? I'll go to any state if I know I can make a good buck there. I like traveling. I just been recently finding this out. I'm the kind of guy that doesn't like to stick in one spot for too long. So converting this trailer into everything that I need possible, be quite honest, I think it's ingenious. But that's just me talking. You know, I bet some of you guys are sitting there going, oh, this guy's just crazy. You're not wrong. I think I might be a little crazy, but if everybody in this world was the same, wouldn't it be a boring world to live in? It would be. It sure would be. But anyways, let's get this bug back where it belongs. Shut things down and continue another day. I'm gonna go enjoy my Saturday. You know, I haven't gone fishing a single day this whole summer because I've just been 100% dedicated to this channel and what I stand for and what I do. Everything that I make, I dump right back into what I'm doing. I don't really have any other hobbies besides, like I just mentioned, fishing. I like fishing. I like nature. I like mushroom hunting. I like to mind my own business. And that's something I can stand proud for. Yeah. But let's get this thing back where it belongs. It's pretty funny. I was looking at this box. Somebody wrote a little construction game plan on it. See that? It says school right there, and the top vest. I don't know what that means, but yeah, he was on point that day. All right. We got to get this thing stack where it belongs, okay? Hype my video, right? Come on. I'm so serious about that. Yeah, that's a nice buggy load. That's a very nice buggy load. And we are just packed with scrap again. We're gonna really jam some out this week. I mean next week. Alright, this is Merchant Metals. I have to get cleaned up, enjoy the rest of my day, go get my Mason boy, and then maybe golf cart and YouTube comments tonight. That's what's on the agenda, okay? Everybody have a great one. I promise you I can't promise, but I can say that I really want to get the rest of these motors done. I got 5 small ones left, and I never attempted the smaller ones. I'm assuming they're going to be easier, but either way, I want to get this completely done, and I want to weigh up all the copper, throw all the steel in the trailer. The trailer's starting to get full now, so yeah. I basically just derailed everybody. I'm gonna go grab a shower and enjoy the rest of my Saturday. It's 4 o'clock. We got 3 hours till dark. Goodbye. Have a good time. Yeah, don't copyright me, Fox, please. I know that's your guys' thing. All right.
I worked so long in construction that I forgot I had a dream. Didn't know where I was going, didn't like where I had been. So one day I gave it all up when my eyes were open wide. I packed my life into my truck with Mason boy by my side. I kept driving, but I had to make ends meet. I started thriving by scrapping in the street, dumpster diving, and street scrapping throughout America. From Michigan to Ohio, down to Florida. Merchant metals, recycle, don't destroy. Merchant metals and my dog Mason boy. Merchant metals, thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up and say hi. Myself a trailer, so when I'm on the road, I have a rolling workshop and can scrap a heavy load. When it feels looks like life is hard, I know just what to do. I hit the road and recycle scrap and make my dreams come true. I kept driving, but I had to make ends meet. I started thriving by scrapping in the street, dumpster diving, street scrapping throughout America. From Michigan to Ohio, down to Florida. Merchant metals, recycle, don't destroy. Merchant metals, my dog Mason boy. Merchant metals, thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up and say hi. Merchant metals, recycle, don't destroy. Merchant metals, and my dog Mason boy. Merchant metals, thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up and say hi.